Hey everybody, Red October. Today is Friday. I got the house to myself. Got to do some stuff here around the house, but got the coffee brewing back there. But I wanted to share with you a poem. And before I even get started on this, I'm inspired. It just when you come across something that just kind of just gets your attention, puts a smile on your face. It's one of those moments where you're just like, man, how did I miss this? Or if this was taught to me in school, I clearly don't remember it. I admire the past. I'm appreciative. I'm thankful that we document history in life, good or bad. Patriots or not, the bad guys, the evil guys, maybe things that we've done in this country that we're not so proud of today, whether it be monuments, and I know that there's so many variations on who's offended by what, and being Hispanic, I consider myself an American. As you can see, I'm proud. Got the flag here, flag hat. I'm 100% Texan, but I consider myself an American, right? And I consider myself very fortunate to have grown up in an area in a time that I didn't experience a lot of racism in my life. And I'm sure that's different from culture to culture, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Middle Eastern. We all experience it, right? I'm not going to say that I've never experienced it, but if I did, it wasn't enough to catch my attention and feel a certain way about monuments. I don't want to get off topic, but I'm very appreciative of history. And, when you come across something like a poem that just hits you like right here and just right up here, it makes you think. I think to myself, man, how did I miss that? It kind of puts a smile on my face to have come across this. And there's a lot of history out there. There's a lot of written history, poems, just things that I know that I'm not aware of, and that when I hear other people talk about it, I think to myself, man, how did I miss that? Or was that even taught to me? Or was it even something that would have been, passed down to me growing up? Maybe it wasn't part of my culture. Maybe it wasn't part of my grandparents' parenting and saying, hey, you should know this. Because again, certain history affects certain cultures. And I know I'm getting off subject here, but it's on my mind and I want to talk about it. I want you to keep in mind that not everybody's bad in this world. If you have had racism affect you in some way by another race, culture, religion, etc., whatever, don't hold that against everybody. Don't hold that against all white people, all black people, all Hispanic people, all Middle Eastern. I know it's hard because we kind of stereotype each other and say, oh man, those people from the Middle East, man, they just get on my nerves. Not all of them are bad. And I have to remind myself that I'm not perfect. But I do understand that certain history means something to certain people. And for all my fellow YouTubers out there that are white, that have a history with the North and South, or the monuments getting torn down, I do sympathize with you. I do sympathize because that is part of your history. And some of that history may be looked at or frowned upon by other cultures, which I also, for those cultures that have been offended, Black Americans, African Americans, however you want to be classified, or however the appropriate saying is, my brothers and sisters out there, I also understand, I sympathize, and I get it. And we have to find a balance where we can come together and respect each other, because we are one. We are the United States. We're all Americans, right? I have to believe that anyone that comes to this country wants to be part of it. I know it's not 100% true, because some people just come over here and they want to live their culture life over here, make the money and go back, or send money back. They don't really buy into the idea of America, or they don't fully understand the meaning behind it, the history, because it's not part of their history. They don't respect it the way I do or you do. And maybe in time they will. I'm not frowning upon them, but I'm trying to keep an open mind, a spiritual mind, a humble heart, and say, I get it. I understand. And I've gone totally off topic. So with that said, I want to share this video that I came across. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out the original one. I kind of did my own little shortcut version of the Conor or Mayweather and Conor fight tomorrow. And I'm inspired by anyone who steps into the ring. Win or lose, at the end of the day, it will be part of history, right? Win or lose, you know, we certainly cheer for our team. We certainly cheer for our side. We cheer for our person that we're rooting for. But win or lose, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The fact that you stepped into the ring, I'm admired by that. I mean, it puts a smile on my face to say, hey, check this guy out. He believes in himself that much that he's going to win. I am a Conor McGregor fan. I hope he wins. He's the underdog. I think that's part of the American history culture, that we always go and root for the underdog. The person that makes it to the top, that's been there. You know, we tend to want to see a new champion, right? So I'm rooting for him. But I'm also inspired that the fact that he would even get in the ring with an all-time great you know, person like Mayweather, who's certainly in the history books now of boxing, the fact that he believes in himself that much. I mean, there's people out there that just have it. I mean, they believe it, they breathe it, they feel it, they know it. They know they're good. And to me, that's an inspiration to say, hey, I need to believe in myself. I may not be at that level ever in anything I do in life, whether it's recreational sports or my job, but to believe in yourself, that is a powerful thing. That's inspiring. So anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna link up my little video here, and y'all have a good night, and God bless. I am in a safe area of Texas. I'm a good distance away from the coastline, so thank you for you guys that have messaged me. I'm doing well. Right out. What are you doing? Huh? Are you feeling okay?
I feel a lot
Yeah,
better.
that's good.
You know, Conor McGregor reminds me of Invictus. Out of the night which covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Holy smokes.
I admire this Conor McGregor. I admire him for getting into the ring with Floyd. Oh my goodness. This is a treat.